Now, in some ways, my team and I have been studying what I will call here menschiology for a while. We just didn't realize it. We had made this film called The Science of Character about this fascinating research that identified universal virtues that people across cultures and history agree lead to a good life. And that there are 24 character strengths that, when practiced, could lead to those virtues. And after the film premiered, all these Jewish educators and rabbis were like, "This is great, but why didn't you mention Mussar?" And I was like, "Mus what?" I felt like such a bad Jew. But apparently, Mussar is like this ancient Jewish science of character. So if the science proves we can develop who we are, Mussar offers the tools to help you do that. And these tools can apply to anyone, religious to atheist, Jewish or not. I mean, I'm not religious, but I love the traditions, the questioning, the humor, the holidays that are like, "They failed to kill us, let's eat." So perhaps that explains why I didn't know about Mussar. But then I discovered some of my favorite thinkers around character were Jews, and they didn't mention Mussar either. Now, they weren't professional Jews, but still, I was hooked. I had to find out more about Mussar. It turns out it has this amazing history. The ideas go as far back as the Bible, but really started to take shape in the 10th and 11th centuries, when Jewish philosophers started cherry-picking the best ideas from all of Jewish wisdom about living with meaning and purpose. Rav Sayadia, for example,
It's pronounced Rav Sadia.
got it, thanks, published a chapter called How a Person Ought to Behave in the World. By the way, figuring out which cherries to put on the tree with my spectacular cadre of rabbis was very Talmudic. And Rabbi Baha ibn Pequada,
That's Bachya ibn Pekuda.
wrote Duties of the Heart, the first systematic overview of Jewish ethics. 900 years later, as the Jews of Europe were being tormented by pogroms, and many were considering converting or assimilating, a Lithuanian rabbi, Yisrael Salanter, looked through the growing collection around living an ethical, meaningful life and published rituals and practices that would help people fulfill that path. He also republished some of the classics and turned Mussar into a movement. The Mussar movement thrived for many decades. People lived it. Working on themselves was part of the language and culture. Until the Holocaust. The Mussar movement slowed and almost disappeared. Until now, as we plow through the 21st century, Mussar is coming back. Right at the same time that similar conversations around character are emerging from all sectors of society. So in Mussar's framework, instead of character strengths, Mussar calls these qualities midot. And we're each made up of dozens, if not hundreds of midot. But with the help of a few rabbis, we fit them nicely into our periodic table. And now I'm sounding like a rabbi, but I'm definitely not.